What is up, besties? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Maddie if you have never seen me before on the internet, and today, or tonight I should say, I'm gonna be taking you guys through my productivity routine from evening to morning. Is that the right way to do that? Let's be real, you guys. While I have pretty much perfected my morning routine, I have basically abandoned and neglected my evening routine. And I will say that this is mainly because I do work a full-time retail job, so ideally I would like to be home at a decent time so that I can have an evening routine and have enough time set aside in the evening, but that's just not my reality. Sometimes I just get home around like 7 or 8, sometimes later, and I literally just have like no time to actually have an evening routine and fully unwind from the day. However, it's important to have a evening routine of some kind, no matter how short and simple. Even if you're like me and you work odd hours that are always subject to change, because your body needs that signal at the end of the day that it is time to stop working, it's time to relax, it's time to calm down and get ready for a good night's rest. Recently, I usually just come home and I'll make some dinner and watch either YouTube or some TV before just going to bed. And I wanted to focus on my morning and night routine in this video because I want to start focusing on putting my body in the best place possible to get a great night's sleep. I do have a lot of trouble falling asleep, and I know that I'm not exactly helping myself by not having an evening routine that's focused on less screen time from both my phone, my computer, my TV, and putting emphasis on things that will actually make my body want to fall asleep. It has gotten better recently as I've been trying not to consume sugar or caffeinated beverages in the evening, and I've been for the most part pretty good about forcing myself to actually get in bed at 9, since I do usually get up at 4:30 or 5 in the morning for the gym. I do have an early morning tomorrow, so I thought what better time than to actually start putting some emphasis on having an evening routine and trying to really like help myself wind down for the day. Also, I just want to start romanticizing all parts of my life and all parts of my day, and my evening routine, as it is non-existent, gets absolutely no love from me. So I want to change that. So without further ado, here is my evening routine and subsequently my morning routine. Okay, so now that my kitchen has been cleaned up, everything's put away, it's time to actually start my evening routine. And the first thing on the agenda is a bath. I am waiting a couple minutes because I did just spray some bleach in my bathtub, even though I just cleaned my bathroom last week. I'm just weird about my bathtub. You know those people that are like, I don't like taking baths because you're basically sitting in your dirty like body water? I'm not necessarily that person. I'm more concerned with the bacteria that's on your bathtub. I have to like spray bleach in my bathtub and then rinse it all out before I can take a bath because I want it to be clean before I put myself in it, you know? I have a bathtub shower situation, so like I'd be standing in there with my dirty feet all the time. No. If I'm being quite honest, I don't even take a lot of baths in general, but I really wanted to incorporate one into tonight's little routine because I did recently purchase these Dr. Teal's Epsom salt bath salts. I got the citrus ones because they've got vitamin C in them. I've really been meaning to try these because it says that they're really good for easing aches and soreness from muscle pains, and my leg muscles have been killing me all day. My glutes and hamstrings are actually on fire. Like, they have been so sore, and on top of that, I walked a ton today because I filmed a whole entire other video this morning. So I just really need something for my muscles. I really just want to lay in the bath and relax and let the bath salts do their trick, and I just want to really relax my muscles because tomorrow's leg day again. I'm going to rinse the bleach out of my bathtub first and foremost, then run a bath with some of these guys. So I may have forgotten that I was wearing makeup when I got into the bathtub. So I do have a towel on. Honestly, I don't even want to talk, you guys. I'm so relaxed. Like, you know when you get out of the bathtub and your whole body is just like, that's how I'm feeling right now. I'm going to use some of this Peach and Lily Ginger Melt Oil Cleanser to get the rest of this off. And how long my bangs are getting, and they're just like in the way now. The next part of this little evening skincare routine moment is actually this face mask my roommate gave me from a brand called Medicube. I've literally never heard of this before. The Deep Peptide Radiance Mask. But I'm gonna open this sucker up and we're gonna do a face mask tonight because quite frankly, I have not done a face mask in a fat minute and I really need to stop with that because face masks are actually good for you. How long do I leave this on? Oh, it's all in Japanese. I can't read any of that. Oh my God. Holy shit. Oh, there's the English directions. Oh my God, I almost dropped it. Okay, let me put this on over my sink. You know, I'm actually kind of proud of myself because usually I hoard face masks and skincare because I'm always like, I'm gonna wait until there's like a perfect night to do all my skincare and then I'll finally use that face mask after I exfoliate with that exfoliator that I haven't been using. I'm very much someone who just like saves things until like the time is right or special. And honestly, there's no right or special time to do your skincare, okay? There's no right time to do that face mask other than now. Probably one of my biggest flaws is holding on to things and not using things until like there's a special occasion. Like a year ago, I probably would have held on to this face mask for like a solid year until it's probably not even good anymore because I would wait for the perfect night to do a big long skincare ritual. This has to marinate on my face for about 10 to 20 minutes. So I'm gonna start a timer. All right, it has been about 10 minutes, so let's... All right, well, why is there a hair under there? I don't understand. One thing that I need everyone to understand about face masks, if you are taking your face mask off, throwing it in the trash, and then throwing this away without emptying out the literal liquid gold that is in here, what are you doing? After I've used a sheet mask like this, you know what, this isn't as liquidy as I thought it was, so I can't really pour it out, but I'm just gonna, it's kind of already saturated on my face, so I kind of just want to like treat the rest of my body maybe. What do they call this? Décolletage? I guess it's kind of going down my shoulders now because I have so much of it, but this is something I've been really trying to do with all of my serums. Really just pressing it into my skin instead of just like, just to make sure your skin's getting the skincare. I'm going to sit and let this marinate for another couple minutes now because my face is very moist, wet. Damp? What is the actual word we need to be using in this situation, guys? Because I'm so tired of people being like, don't use the word damp, it's gross. Don't use the word moist, it's gross. Like, what am I supposed to say then? I'm just gonna go back to sitting on my bed like I literally was doing for the entire 10 minutes that was on my face. And then I will be back to finish my skincare routine. Honestly, I'm still kind of like sticky from all of the skincare and moisturizer I just used. It is now 8:12 in the evening, so this is home stretch, final countdown. Phone is going into do not disturb mode, unless of course it's my boyfriend because I haven't texted him good night yet. It is time to put away all your screens. It's time to put away all distractions. Unless of course you plan on reading, in which case, get your book out because we're gonna read. I am gonna read more of this book. Honestly, you guys, I have been eating this book up. I'm halfway through it. I'm halfway through a book. Ah! And it's only March. Think of how many books I could read this year if I just kept reading them. I'm really enjoying this. Oh my God. As someone who quite literally has mommy issues, a lot of this is hitting home. A lot of this is hitting home. Very good book. It's a very easy read. I highly, highly recommend this. It's very good. If you have some triggers, I would maybe proceed with caution with this, but for me, I am really enjoying it. I think I want to read this a little more. Spend the rest of my night reading, kind of chill in my bed. having a morning routine, for me personally, and I'm assuming other people, which is why they've become so popular, even if you're not doing anything that day, like you have no plans for the rest of the day, it adds more purpose to your day, I find. Even if I have a day off work where I have absolutely nothing I need to do, which is very rare, it still adds more purpose and just uplifts me for that day. Up until this last year, when I finally started to develop a morning routine, I was very much someone who would sit in bed on my phone for 30 or 40 minutes and not really nourish my brain or my body in a way that would help me have the best possible day. Because obviously these are all like productivity routines, and we market them as such because that's what's, you know, SEO optimized and searchable for YouTube algorithm. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's not even just about productivity, it's just about taking care of yourself and putting your body in the best condition possible to get the maximum output out of your day. Me waking up and going to the gym first thing in the morning when I get up, and then coming home and having a really nutritious smoothie and doing my skincare, not only does it just wake me up, but it just puts me in such a good mood because I know I just spent the first few hours of my day doing things that are solely good for me. It quite literally just uplifts you. I think we think too hard about morning routines sometimes, and we think too hard about what we're doing and not about how it's making us feel. And I know for me, I am always focused on how things make me feel, because I know when I'm doing something or if I'm in a situation that is not good for me and it's not making me feel good. And I highly recommend, if you are like me and maybe you are a full-time retail worker or you have a very like strict, rigid work schedule, I highly recommend finding some kind of morning routine, because even my moods at work have improved significantly. I will say in part that is because I am finally working at a job that I don't hate. A lot of retail and customer service environments are very toxic and very hard to operate in without it affecting you like mentally and sometimes physically. I've had jobs affect me physically before. On mornings like this, where I do have to get up quite early so that I can get a workout in before going to work, I really don't know how to say it, you guys, other than the serotonin is just flowing left and right now. Like, I feel so good, I feel awake. I just notice it so much when I go into work, because I used to literally wake up, sit on my phone in bed, and then get up maybe 30 to 40 minutes before I had to be out the door to go to work, and basically only had time to like wash my face and do my skincare, get dressed, and leave. You know, I would literally just like drag myself into work. I was still groggy because I hadn't fully woken up. My body wasn't awake yet. My mind wasn't awake yet. And it affected my mood. I was very much a grumpy retail worker. Not saying that in a sense that like I was like bitter and upset about the environment I worked in, because it's totally valid to not like your retail job, okay? Obviously you should be grateful for the income that you're getting, but you know, if you do have a job that's very toxic, you know, don't let anybody invalidate you for feeling like it's not good for you. But that's besides the point. And I would just drag myself into work very tired, very grumpy, because I hadn't taken any time for myself that morning. I just wasn't being my best self. And by having that morning routine, I'm already coming into work with a very positive, uplifted mind that allows me to touch other people's lives in a positive way and spread that happiness to other people. And that's just what it's all about, isn't it? Like, the whole point of our short little lives on this planet is to literally make connections with other human beings. Because in spite of the fact that we have to work these jobs and survive in this economy and this society, we still have it in us as human beings to wake up and still try to face the day with a positive mindset and to make the best of where we are in our current lives and situations. But anyways, now that I've let my skincare marinate, I'm going to finish getting ready for work and make my coffee. That's good. Part of the reason I love having morning routines and evening routines is the fact that when I'm in such an uplifted mood like this, I start stepping into the identity of the person I want to be and the life that I want. In my opinion, anything that can put you in that uplifted state of mind, you're just in such a better mood. And when you radiate that positivity, the universe will take note of it and give it back to you. The universe can and will give you the life you want when you finally start acting like you deserve it. At this point in the morning, I would typically go sit at my desk and journal and maybe try to do a little bit of gratitude journaling, but I'm kind of running out of time. I gotta be out the door for work in like 10 or 15 minutes. So I figured, why not just tell you guys what I'm grateful for? First and foremost, I am grateful for my gym membership that is now free. Another reason that I am so grateful for my job and the fact that I work full-time and have healthcare is a new perk of our health insurance that they rolled out is this thing called One Pass Select. If your job provides you with health insurance, definitely look into it and see if they also provide you with this One Pass Select thing, because depending on what kind of gym you have a membership to, you can get it discounted or entirely free. I'm grateful for my job. I'm so grateful for my gym that I now get to go to for free because my job's health insurance provided me with a full discount to my membership. Honestly, I'm also grateful for myself. Just looking at where I'm at now in comparison to where I've been at in other points of my life, there were a lot of times where I could have just stopped trying. Honestly, I'm so grateful for myself and for how strong and resilient I continue to be. Truly, no matter what life has thrown at me, I continue to get back up and I try to show up for myself in the best possible way. And I'm also grateful for you guys. Oh my God, I'm so grateful for every freaking one of you that watches my videos. I am so grateful for you. I know I have a very small channel right now and it hasn't grown to its full potential yet, but I'm so grateful for all of you who continue to watch my videos. If you don't have a morning or evening routine yet, I hope this video inspired you to as well. Not just to have a morning routine or an evening routine for the sake of having one, but to also understand why it is so important to have these routines and how they can truly help you mentally and physically. And the last thing I'm grateful for is the fact that I have a fully working toilet and I'm going to go to the bathroom. So I will see you guys on my next video. Please comment down below what your morning routine looks like, or maybe if you don't have one, what things would you like to have in your morning routine? Also, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I post fun content like this every week. I love you so much, besties, and I will catch you on the next one.